Now, Star Wars Andor episode 4 to 6 are now out. Episode 7 next Wednesday, of course. And the show is starting to pick up now, especially after episode 6. But let's start with our review of episode 4. Now, I got really excited in episode 4. I don't know about you, Joseph, but the Easter eggs, the place we haven't seen since 2005. Well, technically we saw it in the Kenobi show, but we barely did, and I'm not going to count that. This was the first time we properly saw it since 2005, since Revenge of the Sith. You know what that place is? That place is Coruscant. We finally got it back. I was so happy to see it straight off the bat. We got lots of Easter eggs, and it was a slow episode. It was pretty dead, but I really did enjoy it because of the Easter eggs, because of Coruscant, and it finally felt like. Well, I wouldn't say it felt like Star Wars. This show isn't feeling like Star Wars. After episode 6, it is feeling like Star Wars personally to me, but it's not that kind of Star Wars show with lightsabers, the Force, blah blah blah. It's a different perspective. It's a perspective of people that aren't force sensitive. It's the normal people, the people that are building the rebellion. But what did you think, Joseph? What are your thoughts?
I mean, as you said, it was exciting to see Coruscant. It's since
Yeah,
2005. I was 2 when
I wasn't
last time
even
we saw Coruscant.
alive. I wasn't alive, bro. That's crazy.
We get to see the Senate. I don't remember, was that in episode 4 or 5?
Um,
Well, I think it was at the end of episode 4 where we got to see
we saw
we
bits
got
of
to
it.
see the
Yeah,
Senate.
yeah, and then
That
obviously
was
more of it in episode 6. We actually got to see a whole meeting going on.
yeah. That was I thought that was really cool. Like,
Definitely
well, the last time we saw the Senate was obviously when
in live action, at
everything
least.
when Jar Jar Binks then declared Palpatine the leader.
Yeah.
And then that kicked everything off. So this is the second time we've seen it since then. It's a big step, and for such a show that's kind of absent of all, as you said, the Force and lightsabers, it's
Whole Star Wars vibe. Yeah.
it really ties it back together because
Definitely.
like the last time we saw that was with the Force and the lightsabers with Palpatine and Yoda fighting, and now it's
Obviously
just
they rebuilt
simple.
it.
Yeah, it's
the Palps and Yoda's fight. But yeah.
it ties the world together. It's really good because as you said, this is just simple politics. This is rebellion against the Empire. It's
It's
so
like a different perspective on the Star Wars galaxy, like the perspective of normal everyday people. And then people that want to be good and take a step up to create this rebellion.
it's such a it's a step into like bringing the world together.
Yeah, I agree.
And I really enjoyed it. The rest of the episode, the parts without the Easter eggs, it was very slow, as Andor has come to be.
But no, I totally agree with what you're saying. It's a whole new perspective on the galaxy of, people, this normal everyday people. We're seeing the galaxy through their eyes, and it's really great. Obviously, there's obviously 6 episodes to go. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Slowly, but we're getting there.
We are. We episodes 1 to 3, those kind of like low level police officers, or security people, whatever they were. It was really good to see, like a different class of the Empire, and instead of seeing, the high up greatest people in the Empire, like Palpatine, Vader, Thrawn, Krennic, Tarkin. Obviously, stormtroopers we know aren't the best, but stormtroopers are. And that's one thing in Ender. We haven't seen one stormtrooper yet. I don't think. I don't think we've seen one stormtrooper.
I think we have in the flashbacks.
Okay, yeah.
Were they? No, sorry, those were clone troopers, I believe. I think that was the era
We
of the
haven't
clone
seen
troopers.
clone troopers yet in the show. We're still
No?
waiting for
Okay.
that. So I'm really wondering how that's gonna roll in. I would assume it's flashbacks. We'll wait. We will have to wait and see. But there's one criticism with the show I've got. It's I guess aliens don't exist anymore.
Yeah, I did pick up on that. It's
Like, I'm loving the show, but where are the aliens at? I must say, like, that episode 6. You know that tribe that went to watch all those like lights that went over the planet. Those big tribe people that didn't talk Star Wars
Yeah.
language or
Yep.
English. There wasn't one alien in that tribe. You know that
No,
they could have used like that could have been an alien tribe easily, but I guess not.
it's it does feel feel it's different. Like there isn't any soldiers that are aliens either. Like you can argue for stormtroopers they have their masks on, so they can
Yeah,
only pick aliens that fit those masks. And obviously, we've only seen one being Finn,
and
so that can be excused.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's definitely. And episode 6 does that other person that said he was a stormtrooper. Pick up on that?
I don't think I
One of
do.
the people who was fighting alongside Andor and the other rebels.
Ah,
One
okay.
of yeah, he said he was a stormtrooper, and that's pretty cool. He's already left the Empire. When how long has the Empire been around now? It's 15 years. Stormtroopers would have came in. What like I didn't even know when stormtroopers would have came into the Empire. So he must have left after a few years, which is cool. This is good. It's good to see
Yeah,
that even though they're in the Empire still has good people, and they're all just being brainwashed. Like obviously Mon Mothma, she's in the Senate, but she's trying to do good good things for the galaxy, and
yeah.
rebel against the Empire.
Uh, yeah, it's I enjoyed the first 4 and 5. They were good,
Hmm?
but
5 was very
there
slow. I
it was
for me,
so
5 was
slow.
really boring. I mean, it's good character development. I guess they're leading up to the big thing that happened in episode 6, which blew my mind. Episode 6, one of the greatest Star Wars episodes in all of live action. Like I say that
Yeah,
truthfully. That
easily.
was one of the greatest live action or Star Wars moments ever, and as well as visually. I think episode 5. I mean, not episode 5. Episode 5 boring. Episode 6. Um, Visually was stunning. Cinematography was amazing, and I reckon at that last Jedi cinematography and visually
Yeah,
appealing level. Obviously, all the starry sky, when all those rainbow things were flying across the sky, that was amazing.
yeah.
That was
It was.
really cool, and I think one of the best visually looking moments, scenes, shots in all of Star Wars.
I I agree. But back on you mentioned character development. They're doing it well, but
Hmm.
this is a point that I wanted to bring up with you. I feel like they have too many characters to have character development in. It's the same problem that I had with Obi-Wan, which is
Oh,
they
Obi
tried to
Wan,
introduce so
yeah,
many characters, and yeah, Andor is 12 episodes long, which is 6 episodes longer than Obi-Wan. But they're trying to introduce all these characters. It's okay because spoilers, but they killed off half of the that rebel team.
yeah. I
Um,
thought that was going to happen, to be honest.
yeah, I am I didn't I didn't appreciate them trying to build these characters, and I actually really liked Nemec. Nemec was the nerd one. He's done a
He's
few
the
other shows.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. The guy that
I
died
really
on
liked
the
his character.
table, him.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got
I
like
would have liked to
crushed.
see him more. He would have been a
I agree. He was
season
like
2 character.
he. I totally agree. He reminded me of Donatello, the purple Ninja Turtle. Like
Yep.
without him, the team isn't complete. He's like the brains of the team and the technical side of the team. He reminded
Yeah,
me of Donatello a lot.
I saw him as a young Cassian.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah,
Both very intelligent.
yeah,
But no, that was sad to see. But the other ones I really didn't have much connection to, although they tried to make me feel sorry for them.
yeah. I
And that's
I
what I see
agree.
Disney doing a lot lately.
Oh, definitely. Um, but I love seeing Andor being cold blooded again. What? He killed that other guy who was in their little rebel thing for their little attack on the Empire base. He killed him, obviously, towards the end of episode 6, which was I kind of saw coming once they once they, landed and they were talking, I saw it coming. He's like, "Oh, Ender's gonna kill him now," and he did.
Yeah,
But it's good to see, that the rebels, they're not all, the people that are trying to be rebels aren't all good. I mean, Andor, obviously wants to do good things, but he doesn't individually care about people, if that makes sense.
yeah.
So it's
So
good to see that side of the rebel alliance as well being built,
yeah,
obviously.
as we said last time, it's a lot more of a darker Star Wars, and I like that because
Yeah, I agree.
everybody who's watched Star Wars is a lot older now, and it's kind of it's good to see that they switched it, and it's Dan Gilroy, right? It's Daniel.
Dan Gilroy, he
Yeah,
died. No, he wrote episode 4, 5, and 6, and Tony Gilroy did 1 to 3. Tony Gilroy is
that's right.
the creator of the whole show, and
Yep.
the executive producer, and then Dan Gilroy is his brother, and then
Okay.
and their other brother is the editor. I forget his name though, but he's the editor of the whole show.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate what they're doing for Star Wars. It's a new take, and I like it.
I agree. And as we know, well, as people have been saying, Tony Gilroy's been offered a movie contract, and I would actually love to see a movie from Tony Gilroy. It'd be a different Star Wars movie, something we've never seen. Like, I'd love it to be, I don't know, hundreds of years after the Rise of Hardcore, or not in the timeline we know. Okay,
Yeah.
something ages away, or something that happened way before. Just to see, his creative mind come to the screen with Star Wars, because Andor, I'm actually enjoying. It's different. It's very different to
Very.
Star Wars we've seen. Like, you watch The Mandalorian, and then you watch this show, and you won't think they're part of the same film
No.
franchise.
There's there's very little names
Mm,
um tying the worlds together.
yeah, I got a lot of Game of Thrones vibes in episode 6 as well. Um, with like the tribe, it just, I don't know, the whole feeling, the shots. I don't know why I got heavy Game of Thrones vibes. So it's different.
Yeah.
It's good to see, Star Wars in that different side of Star Wars and different perspective, as we've been saying.
It's enjoyable,
It
but
is.
I'm excited to see where the what's going to happen in the next 6 episodes because we're only halfway through.
Yeah, we got two more arcs to go through. So what they're doing is they're doing 3 episode arcs. So episode 1, 2, and 3 is an arc, and then episode 4, 5, and 6 was an arc. Building up to the Empire raid.
Ah, okay.
So in episode 7, 8, 9 will be another arc, and it always feels like, the first 2 episodes are pretty slow, and then the third episode in the arc just smashes the bloody
Yeah,
atmosphere. Like episode 1 and 2, slowest start ever, and then episode 3 really picked up. Episode 4, I loved only because of the Easter eggs and Coruscant and stuff, but again, it was really flat. It was a flat episode. It was slow. Episode 5, dead as hell, but still enjoyable, but just really dead. And then episode
yeah.
6, boom, that was amazing. And I want to go over something as well. The length of episode 6, 53 minutes.
What was
Like,
it? I hadn't noticed.
yeah, 53 minutes. And like, this is an issue with Kenobi show. Like, this show's making Kenobi look like a freaking fan film. Kenobi episode ranged from 30 minutes to 50 minutes, or like the longest was like 56 minutes or something, 58 or something. No, yeah, around 50 something, mid 50s. And
Yeah.
that was 6 episodes. We were promised like an hour episodes, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we were promised, but I heard lots of rumors saying it was
No,
hour long episodes.
that's I think what we were told because everybody had just kind of made it up to be a Obi-Wan trilogy because
Yeah,
6 episodes,
yeah,
and it was
exactly.
supposed to be 3 2-hour long episodes. So that's what the
Yeah.
that's what it
Yeah.
was equated to. So
Okay. But it annoys me because Andor, nobody asked for this show. Nobody really cares about Cassian Andor. Yeah, it's a great show. I'm loving it, and it's giving us a different perspective. But come on, Obi Wan Kenobi, and it was focusing on arguably the two greatest characters in all of film and TV. Not the great, the top characters in all of film and TV. Obi Wan
I'd say
Kenobi,
the best.
Darth Vader. Anakin
I'd
Skywalker,
say Darth Vader is the
best
best
villain.
villain of all
Yeah,
time.
him, Emperor Palpatine, or Joker. They're all in the top five
Yeah.
best villains of all time. And it just annoyed me that that show isn't getting. I don't know. I can't put it to words, but like you watch Andor and the quality just looks so much better, and then you go watch Kenobi, and it's just so. It feels so fan fictiony and fan filmy.
Yeah.
And then you watch
So
Andor. Andor looks amazing. Um, and that's what I'm really liking about Andor. It's really polished and professional. It's more adult and mature, which is something we've never really had with Star Wars. Like, if you really think about it. So I'm really enjoying it. I want to go back to episode 4 with all the Easter eggs in on Coruscant in Luthen's shop. Now, obviously, we saw heaps of stuff. We saw Mandalorian armor, Starkiller Starkiller's helmet and like armor. If you don't know who Starkiller is, he is part of Star Wars Legends. Star Wars Legends is set in like another timeline of Star Wars, and basically Darth Vader found Starkiller when Starkiller was a young kid, and Darth Vader trained him behind Emperor Palpatine's back. And so it was really cool to see his helmet and his armor in Star Wars canon, like this, a nice nod to the fans. Obviously, Mandalorian armor we saw a Gungan shield from the Phantom Menace. We saw so many different things. The daughter, son, and father, the thing from Star Wars Rebels, the big painting. We saw a Sith and Jedi holocron, which was really cool. It was really cool to see that in live action, up close as well. In episode 6, we saw it, or episode 5, we saw it again, and that was cool. Um, Now there have been some people like saying, "Why the hell does Luthen have all this stuff in his store? It's an antique store." But most like people are saying, "Why the hell does he have the Jedi and Sith holocron?" Well, my point is, I think that it could be fake, just for show. It's an antique store, could be a fake Jedi and Sith holocron, because the Empire is literally trying to look for Jedi and Sith holocrons, so they could be fake. Um, but who knows? But it's a nice little Easter egg, I guess. I'm not gonna take it too seriously. It's just really cool to see.
it brings up a lot of questions about his character, though. Like,
Mm.
how did he get his hands on a lot of
Mm.
these things? He's clearly like very intelligent, and
Oh, definitely.
we saw in episode 3 he's can handle himself.
I'm really invested
But
in him. Yeah, he's
I think
interesting.
he's probably one of the characters in the show that I am very excited to see more of.
Me too. Um, Obviously, episode 6, when he was in his antique store and there was that person reading the paper, and he said, "Did you hear about the Empire attack on whatever planet they were on?" And then he goes into the back and he starts
Arnie.
laughing because he knows they were successful. He knows that was Andor and the other rebels. He's just a really cool, different, unique, interesting character. And I definitely want to see more of him.
Yeah, I think as you said before, he's an interesting character, and I want to see what they do with him. Like I want to see where he goes for the rest of the show, and he's he's a very good actor. Like his actor, he was in the Thor movies,
Yes, the door, yeah.
so he's been in Disney before. He's exciting. I want to see more of him, and I think that they could do something with him after Andor, after the series. He's
Yeah, I agree. He's cool. Hope they don't kill him off. Um,
ah
well, he's not in Rogue One, but maybe something. It obviously get explained all in Endor. It may kill him off. I hope not.
well,
Uh, it
there's 2 seasons of Andor, so
yeah. Now season 2, I reckon will throw everybody will amaze everybody. I reckon. Obviously, Andor season 2, Tony Gilroy thinks it'll come out around 2024 if they start
okay.
filming November, so next month. He said it'll come out 2024. 2023 is all set. No other shows coming out next year. Well, at least I don't think so because, we got so much coming out next year. We got Bad Batch, we got Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Skeleton Crew, Acolyte. That's 5 shows already.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Um, Now obviously Grand Admiral Thrawn is going to get his debut appearance in the Ahsoka show. And I believe they're going to save that for that, so I don't think we're going to see him in Andor Season 1. But Andor Season 2 will come out after we've already seen him in live action. So I think we could potentially see Grand Admiral Thrawn in Andor Season 2. I reckon it's a
That
really
would be
high possibility.
yeah.
Um,
I as I said to you before, I really thought that they were gonna give us a sneak peek of Palpatine in that Senate.
I was hoping for it. Um, yeah, Episode 6, when Mon Mothma's doing her speech, and towards the end of her speech, a lot of people, like, started talking, and Mon Mothma stopped, and then like a look went on her face, and I'm like, oh my god, Palpatine's just walked in. And then it cuts to Luthen. Maybe he did walk in, and we'll see it in Episode 7, because obviously she's still in the Senate unless she just walks out. But that was building up. Everyone started talking and like loudly, and it's just like someone important just walked in the door, and then Mon Mothma, she stopped her speech, and like she got a look on her face, and then it cut to Luthen. I was like, oh my god, we're gonna see Palpatine. Maybe he did walk in the door. Who knows?
I think that Episode 7 will open with him doing a speech, and it pans up, and we
Oh,
see him. I think
oh,
that'd be really cool. Like it'll open with him
imagine
doing a speech,
Ian
and we just
McDermott
slowly pan
back.
up to him.
Yeah, I would love that.
It would
And
be great.
I hope so. I don't know though. I don't know. I hope so though. But we'll see. Next Wednesday, episode 7. Um, Now, wonder where Andor's going to now. Obviously, left the planet they were on in the spaceship, and he's off to somewhere else now. Where's he going? Coruscant? To see Luthen? I don't think so. Um, don't know where he could be going. Um, who knows? He's still obviously got all the clone flashbacks, and that reminds me, clones. If we're seeing clones, does that mean we're gonna see Tamora and Morrison back again? If the clones are gonna be talking, it's obviously got to be Tamora Morrison's voice, and if one of them takes their helmet off, Tamora Morrison as a clone again.
It'll be
Of,
great. He is.
yeah. Um, Obviously we saw him in Kenobi shows that drunk fat clone, um, which was a nice little cameo. And same with
Yeah.
Ahsoka show. I think we're gonna see him as Rex. We got to see Rex in the Ahsoka show. There's no way they're not gonna do that. So that'd be cool. Tamora Morrison as Rex. Crazy. I'm just so
Has he
excited for
played
episode
a
7.
live action Rex?
No.
Yeah. Oh, like as in we've seen his face because we saw him in Oh, obviously we saw him in the movies in the prequels, but I don't think we
Rex.
saw his face since then.
Rex. Who, Rex?
Yeah.
Rex wasn't in any of the prequels. He was only in Clone Wars and Rebels. Wesley did not see
Okay.
him in prequels.
I'm
He's
thinking of Commander
obviously,
Cody.
yeah, Cody's in prequels, but not. Yeah, Cody tries to kill Kenobi, um,
Yeah.
but yeah, not Rex. So it'll be a first time. Obviously, we see Rex now. This is actually canon now. Dave Filoni confirmed this to be canon in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, when they're on the moon of Andor or whatever. When they're on Andor, not the character, the planet Andor with all the
Moons.
yeah,
And the
whatever the little things. What are they called? Ewoks. Now, and you got all like the rebels that go down and help. Well, one of them's
Mhm.
actually Captain Rex.
Wow. Okay.
Dave Filoni confirmed it in Star Wars Rebels and like in interviews and stuff. And
Yep.
if you look at him, I'll put a photo up on screen now for you guys. If you look at him, you can kind of tell that that's like an older Rex. Obviously, clones have accelerated aging, so he's going to be hella old. But that's cool. He fought alongside everyone on Andor. That's crazy.
He play healing. Yeah. He kind of ties the all together, doesn't he?
Yeah, it does. That's crazy.
It's
That's
yeah.
Yeah, obviously
No,
it was just some old guy that George Lucas got,
yeah.
but now they confirm it to be Captain Rex. It's just a coincidence, but it's a cool coincidence.
It's a
It
happy
is. Yeah,
coincidence.
it is. It's really cool. So, I'd love to see Tamara Morrison as Rex. Never properly seen Rex in live action. Um, can't really count Return of the Jedi because
Yeah.
well, that's not Tomorrow's Morrison, of course. Looks
Some
like him though.
it's kind of crazy how he's in it all. Like
Mm.
he's been in almost every era.
Yeah.
He's been in Rebels, Clone Wars, the movies. Yeah,
Yeah,
I really like it. I really like what they do because yeah, he just
and
ties the world together.
obviously gonna get more of the clones, animated clones in Tales of the Jedi, 26th of October, 2 weeks yesterday.
I'm I'm so excited for that.
I'm beyond
I
excited,
just
dude. I cannot wait. I'm gonna miss the
uh,
premiere though, so I'm not gonna be able to watch it as like soon as it comes out and do a live watch party
uh,
because I got a school event thingy on. It's
okay, I'll spoil it
annoying.
for you.
I wish I could, but I'll obviously
Who are
watch
you
as soon
most
as it comes.
excited for to seeing that show?
Dooku. We
Yeah,
haven't
no,
got
I have to
Dooku's
agree.
background in proper. Well, we've got it in novels, obviously.
A little
Um,
bit in Clone Wars,
a
in
little
that
bit in Clone Wars. Yeah, he had some Clone War arcs on it, but we've never seen young Count Dooku on the screen, so it's gonna be really cool.
it's yeah, I love Kanduki.
He's
He's
sick character. And obviously, we're getting Qui-Gon Jinn back with Liam Neeson voicing older Qui-Gon and Liam Neeson's son voicing younger Qui-Gon, which is
it's amazing.
let's go. And more Yaddle. We're getting Yaddle.
If this show confirms that Yoda and Yaddle made Grogu, I'm
Amazing.
gonna
I flip out.
no, I
Hope
I,
not. I
I
hope he's
doubt
a,
it.
I
But
hope he's a clone. I hope Grogu's a clone of. I don't know. I hope he's like spliced genes. Like not. I hope he doesn't come from someone who's important like Yoda or Yaddle.
yeah,
Like that just. It just. Everything in Star Wars seems to be connected. Like
yeah.
freaking. Like the sequels. Freaking Rey is related to Palpatine. Oh,
Well, she was gonna be related
Kenobi.
to yeah. So
Yeah.
I
And
mean, I
then
would
we
have much preferred that.
That's why in the Force Awakens we actually hear Obi-Wan talk to her because their first thoughts were okay, let's she's gonna be a nobody, then she's gonna be a Kenobi, and then she's gonna be a nobody, and now they ended up doing a Palpatine. Like they changed it around so many times.
Yeah, I don't understand that because I understand that Last Jedi ruined the whole um that villain. I'm blanking. Snoke. They ruined Snoke because he was set to be the villain of the three movies, and then he gets killed off in the Last Jedi, right? And then I understand that J.J. Abrams didn't have much of a way to go
So we
with
just
villains.
made him a clone of Palp as well.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I understand that.
yeah.
Like J.J.
As
Abrams didn't have a lot to do, so
yeah,
he had to bring back
he
Palpatine. But
what he did for what we got after the Last Jedi was it was okay. I mean, it
yeah,
wasn't the worst, wasn't the best. It wasn't the ending of Star Wars I hoped we would have got.
yeah, but
I
they didn't need to make Rey Palpatine's granddaughter. They still could have gone down the Kenobi route.
no, I don't know. Cause who would I don't know. It being Kenobi, yeah, be cool, but I just don't know how it would work.
It wouldn't, but I would have rather that over
Then
Palpatine.
Palpatine. That's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough.
But we're not on the sequels. We're on Andor somehow
Fernando.
because we've
We
gone
always
on a
we
big
always spin
strand.
off. We always
Yeah.
do. But yeah, end of episode
Oh well.
episode 4, 5, 6. It's getting good. The show is getting good now. Obviously, 5 seems like the mid episodes of each arc is really slow and dead. Like, but
Yep.
that's okay. You know, episode 6 especially was crazy amazing. And I can't wait for episode 7. More Senate, please. More of that grease Star Wars. And yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I think pretty much all we really have to talk about for Andor. Obviously, we'll continue talking about it after each arc, and so on. So yeah, I think we've covered Star Wars for today. I think we have Joseph. You think covered it enough?
Say so. I do want to get your opinion on a episode ranking from 1 to 6 right now, though.
Episode ranking 1 to 6?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So, first to last or last to first? What do you want me to do? Best to
Go
worst or
last to
worst?
first.
Worst to best?
Yep.
Okay. I would go worst episode, Andor episode 2. Yeah, we got the
Okay.
cool flashbacks, but it's overall dead. Not better than anything else we've got. Then I'd go Andor episode 5.
Yep.
Again, really flat and dead. Then I would go Andor episode 1. Andor episode 3. Andor episode 4. Andor episode 6. So 2,
Okay.
5, 1, 4, 6. Only 4 I just loved. Seeing Coruscant again. 6 was obviously the best so far in my opinion. 3 was more of that action for the first arc. 2 was flat. 5 was flat. 1 was good start. See, what are yours? What are yours?
I agree, but I would have thought that 3 and 1 would have been more in competition. I thought I would have 3 in second, have 1 in third, and then have 6 in first.
Okay. So, what go worst to best?
So episode 2 worst,
Yep.
episode 5
Yep.
episode 5, then I'd say episode 1, sorry, and
Yep.
then 4, and then 3,
3
then
and 6.
6.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Just yeah, I
I
think 6 and 3 are
these
of
are most
clear.
action episodes, but yeah, as I said, 2, 5, 1, 3, 4, and then 6 for me. Um, so yeah, um, obviously episode 6, definitely the best. Episode 4, I just love because of the Coruscant seeing it again. And then episode 3, obviously, got action. Episode 1, good start. Episode 5 and 2, this flat as hell.
Yeah, I think making the other episodes so slow helps the action be more exciting.
Definitely, it like drags it out, which always isn't the best, but it's been okay. And then it hypes us up like each week going to the episode. Okay, action tonight, and boom, we got it. So that's
Yeah.
good. The long weeks is what really annoys me. Waiting that
Yeah.
whole week, it does go fast. Like life's going hell fast, but it's just annoying. 6 weeks left until it's over. And see, I'm happy they're releasing Tales of the Jedi all at once. I know it's only short. And yeah, I know it's only short, 6 episodes and only 15 to 20 minutes, but yeah. It is what it is. I'm sure it'll be amazing, and we're all gonna want more. We'll probably get a season 2. They could do different tales from a different era, so they could step away from prequel. They could go to original trilogy era and sequel trilogy era. They could do it for all types of fans, and then they could, I don't know, do Old Republic, Tales of the Jedi from the High Republic. They could do a lot. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely
There's
ready.
there's no reason for them to stop Tales of the Jedi. It can literally be whatever they want it
I
to be.
agree, and I would definitely love Tales of the Sith.
Yes.
Make another show, Tales of the Sith. Ooh, you could have Old Republic, Old Republic. Old Republic, you can do that for freaking decades. You could cover Old Republic stuff for decades because that goes on for ages. And there's so many
Yep.
Sith legends in that. And then they could go into High Republic, closer to the Phantom Menace, Plagueis.
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
have a live action of the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Oh, give me it, bro. Give me it. I want it, starting his career out. It could be like a trilogy. Okay, 3 movies. Okay, hear me out. Okay, Lucasfilm, I'm pitching this here. 3 movies, a trilogy for Darth Plagueis. Finally, make him officially canon. Because Disney, they're not really sure because the Darth Plagueis novel is now Legends. Even though Palpatine says Darth Plagueis the Wise to Anakin and the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise, Palpatine could just be making that up. I hope he's not. I hope Disney make him do something and make him canon. I'm sure Dave Filoni will if he gets it, gets the opportunity to do it. But okay, trilogy, 3 movies. Movie 1, okay, first movie in the trilogy. him starting out, him becoming a Sith Lord, his master, I forget the name, but he has a Sith master, I forget his master's name. And then it can go into Palpatine, him finding Palpatine, training Palpatine as a young boy, training him, and then and then the third movie ends with his death, and obviously Palpatine gets Maul as an apprentice behind his back because the ruler too, um, and then it ends with his death.
You can
Simple.
see like
Like
the
they could
creation
just
of I believe it's in Legends how they created Anakin.
yeah, with the middle chlorians and stuff.
Yeah, like we could see something like that. Like they could do anything they want, but they
True.
I understand why Disney want to make their own universe,
Yeah, they wanna.
but I think
A lot of people are
I think
saying. Sorry. A lot of people are saying.
yeah,
You know, saying Disney stop doing all this stupid out of order stuff. Go on from 9 and just keep doing stuff after episode 9 and just stop going back. Which is just stupid. Like I don't agree with that. I want to see all this other stuff. There's still so much stuff. The amount of Clone Wars arcs that haven't been finished, and the amount of Wars arcs that could become a show. They could make millions of animated shows or even live action shows of Clone Wars arcs. So I really hope. I really
it's
hope.
the money comes
But I don't.
from what people know.
Yeah,
Like
I
if
agree.
you throw Batman out, people are going to go there. Like
Mm, mm.
Iron Man and the Avengers grew a name because it was developed and like you just you got to know where your market is and just creating more stuff with a split crowd. It's just not gonna. I don't think it'll come out as well as if you were to do something that people know to be good.
Yeah,
Like if they were to give us a Luke Skywalker TV show, as you and I have discussed before,
yeah.
and base it
In
on the
the
Legends
comics.
books,
Yeah.
I think that would sell crazy.
Oh, definitely.
Um, better than Obi Wan.
100%.
It's
Yeah. Obi-Wan obviously broke records. I think Ahsoka's. I don't know. Obi-Wan, everyone knows who the hell he is. Ahsoka, though, I reckon is going to do the same thing. We're getting Hayden back as Force Ghost Anakin. We're going to get more actual proper Clone Wars flashbacks with you and Hayden and then Ahsoka. I can't wait. I really hope Ahsoka. See, that's a show I've said it countless times, but the show I'm most looking forward to is the Ahsoka show.
I think it's had so much time to develop, and
Mm.
she is probably one of the most loved characters in the
Oh,
series, in the Clone Wars
definitely.
series. And
Definitely.
I think she is the best part of Rebels as well.
Oh, definitely. Her introduction to Rebels, her being Fulcrum was good. Hmm,
I just,
it's good.
I think Ahsoka's a new big market that just because she hasn't been in the movies, people don't appreciate her as much as like Obi-Wan or Darth
Which
Vader.
is, she could have had a massive opportunity in the sequels. That was a big missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is what it is.
Um.
But I'm
Yep.
sure, um, Ahsoka will be great. Dave Filoni, John Favreau's behind it. But that's our review on Andor episode 46. 40-minute segment there talking about Star Wars. And yeah, personally, I'm really excited for where Andor takes us next. 6 episodes to go until the finale. You got anything else to say?
No, I think we covered it
Covered
all.
all? Yeah, definitely. Okay, well.